I'm James, Loretta's son, and being here today wasn't easy. Because today I am going to confess some things to women, face to face, without running. Look, I have had many relationships in my life, and in some of those relationships, I was the red flag. Yes, you heard that right. Me, the red flag. And my mother knows this. She knows everything, and right now she is sitting right next to me, and she is looking at me. Those who know that look understand. My mother's look feels heavier than anything in the world. But I am here today because those women were real. Those pains were real. And I don't want to be the one who stays silent anymore.
My darlings, today I am with James, my own son. And let me say this, making this video was not easy for me as a mother. Bringing your son's mistakes in front of a camera is not a simple decision. But I know this, those girls were real, those pains were real, and I am always on the side of what is right, even if it is my own son, even if it is anyone. If someone is being a red flag, they will find me standing against them. James, begin.
Okay, the first story. I was 27 years old. My career was just taking off at that time. I had started making money. My confidence had grown. And at exactly that time, I met a very beautiful woman. Let me change her name. Let's call her Sarah. Sarah was smart, she was beautiful, and she genuinely valued me. The first few months were extraordinary. We spent time together. We laughed. Everything felt very natural. But over time, I started pulling away. Work is busy, I said. Stress, I said. My head is all over the place, I said. Sarah waited. She swallowed her questions. She showed understanding. And one day, she sat down across from me. She looked into my eyes and asked, "James, what are we?" When I heard that question, something tightened inside me because I had no answer, or more accurately, I didn't want to give an answer. And do you know what I said? I have a really great time with you. That was all. Just that. I have a really great time with you. No clarity, no commitment, no plan. Just that vague sentence. Sarah looked at me. For a long time she looked, and she got up. She went home. She waited 3 more months. She asked the same question 2 more times. She got the same answer. And one morning she sent a message. "James, I can't wait anymore. Good luck." And she left.
James, stop. What did you feel after Sarah left? I was surprised. How could she leave, I thought. I didn't hurt her, I said to myself. I just wasn't clear. My darlings, did you hear that? I didn't hurt her. James, is keeping someone waiting for 3 months not hurting them? Is not answering that question not hurting them? I am slowly understanding now. I understand now, but I didn't then. What did you do then? 2 months later, I called her. Why? I felt lonely. I tried someone else. It didn't work. And I thought of Sarah. My darlings, this is exactly it. A man who calls when he loses you. He wasn't calling for Sarah. He was calling for his own loneliness. What did Sarah do? She hung up and never answered again. Good. She did the right thing.
The second story. This is the one I am most ashamed of. I was 30 years old, and this time there was a woman I truly loved. Truly. Let's call her Emily. My relationship with Emily was clear. It was committed. I had told her I am with you. For the first time I had truly chosen someone, or at least I thought so, but I still carried a hunger for attention inside me. I was messaging other women. Nothing serious for me, just attention, just ego. I called it harmless. Until Emily saw it. That night, Emily looked at my phone, and the moment she looked, she understood everything. She turned to face me, and she didn't scream. She didn't cry. She just looked, and she said, "I trusted you." That sentence is still in my head. It comes to my mind at night. I trusted you. When you hear that sentence, something breaks inside you. Because that sentence is not said to accuse. That sentence just says the truth. And the truth is so much heavier than any accusation. And what did I do in that moment? I apologized. I explained everything at length. I cried. I am serious. I cried. And Emily, she was such a good person. She forgave me. I will give you one more chance, she said. I said I would change. She believed me. For 1 month, I genuinely tried to change. But old habits are powerful. 1 month later, I did the same thing again. This time, I tried to be more careful. But Emily noticed. Emily always noticed. And this time, she didn't even look at my face. She just got up. She packed her things. And at the door, she turned around. And she said, "This time, don't wait for me to ask for an apology." The door closed. The third story. This is the quietest one, but maybe the most painful one. I was 32 years old, and this time, I was genuinely trying to be a good man. At least, that is what I thought. Let's call her Megan. Megan was patient. She was understanding. She never complained. She waited. And I used this without realizing it. I kept saying, "I'm busy. Work is very intense," I said. "Just a little patience," I said. And Megan said, "Okay," every single time. Always okay. Okay for months. Then one day she sat down, and in a calm voice she said, "James, I can't wait anymore. I want to know where we stand." And do you know what I said? Show some understanding. Just that. Show some understanding. Megan looked at me. For a long time she looked, and she got up. She started to leave. I called after her, "Megan." She turned around. She looked, and she said, "James, I have been showing understanding for months. I can't anymore." And she left.
James, you cried, you apologized, you were forgiven, and 1 month later you did the same thing again. Yes, my darlings, tears are not proof of change. Tears are proof of regret in that moment. Regret and change are very different things. A man who regrets fears getting caught. A man who changes leaves nothing to be caught. James, if Emily hadn't forgiven you, what would have happened? I would have probably changed sooner. Being forgiven sometimes delays change. My darlings, did you hear that? Being forgiven sometimes delays change. This is not Emily's fault. Emily was a wonderful person, but being a good person sometimes doesn't protect you. You need to protect yourself. Emily finally protected herself, and she did the right thing. James, show some understanding, you said? To a woman you kept waiting for months? Show some understanding? Mom? No, James, no. My darlings, a man who says show some understanding is a man who wants to keep stealing your time. That sentence politely means this: I am going to keep making you wait. And you will agree to this. You do not have to show understanding. Not you. He is the one who needs to show understanding. My darlings, now I am going to give you 5 red flags from these 3 stories. Memorize these. Red flag number 1, the man who is not clear. A man who cannot answer the question, "What are we?" is a man who does not want to answer. If he wanted to, he would answer. He is not busy. He is not thinking about it. He just doesn't want to give it. And while you are waiting for that answer, you are spending your life. Red flag number 2, the man who apologizes but does not change. James cried and apologized to Emily, and 1 month later did the same thing again. Apologizing is easy. Changing is hard. Don't listen to apologies. Look at behavior. Did 1 month pass after the first apology? Is the same behavior continuing? That apology is a fake apology. Red flag number 3, the man who understands when he loses you. James lost Sarah. 2 months later, he called. This is not romantic. This is too late. A man who cannot value you while you are beside him will not value you until you leave. Red flag number 4, the man who says, "I'm busy." You heard this from James's own mouth. The man who says, "I'm busy," may not be lying. He may genuinely be busy. But let me tell you this: a person finds time for what they prioritize. My husband, James's father, was a very busy man when he met me, yet he called every single day because I was his priority. If he is not calling you, you are not his priority. Red flag number 5, the man who says, show some understanding. Megan showed understanding for months, and James kept making her wait. You do not have to show understanding, not you.
My mother is right about everything. And let me say this. I changed. But this change was not easy. I went to therapy. I faced myself in very difficult moments. I faced Sarah inside myself. I faced Emily inside myself. I faced Megan inside myself. And now I am in a relationship. And this time, from the very first day, I was clear. I want to be with you, I said. I prove this every single day. I learned from my father. I learned from my mother. Men can change, but change happens by wanting to change, not by not wanting to lose someone. And to Sarah, Emily, and Megan, if you are hearing this somewhere, I am sorry. Truly.
My darlings, you listened to James, my own son, and let me say this. Sitting here today took courage. I appreciate that courage. But Sarah is still somewhere out there. Emily is still somewhere out there. Megan is still somewhere out there. And I am here for them. My darlings, if there is a James in your life, ask yourself this question. Does this man want to change, or does he just not want to lose me? That difference tells you everything. Look at behavior, not words, not apologies, not tears, behavior, because behavior does not lie. My darlings, the man who loves you does not keep you waiting, does not confuse you, does not make you cry. And when he does make you cry, he genuinely changes. Not once. He changes every single day. This is what real love looks like. And you deserve this. Every single one of you. Write it in the comments. Have you ever had a James in your life? Were you Sarah? Were you Emily? Were you Megan? I will read every single one. See you in the next one, my darlings.